What an inspiring story, and thanks to Pastor Mick for sharing his story with us.
Now, today is World Refugee Day, and here's a sobering thought. Figures released this week by the UN show that the number of people who have been forced to flee their homes around the world has risen to a record 82 million. That's double what it was a decade ago.
Well, to mark this day, we're welcoming back the Citizens of the World Choir, which is made up of refugees, migrants and asylum seekers, together with their supporters. Becky Dell is the musical director. Welcome, Becky. Do you feel, Becky, that the pandemic has caused a lot of problems this year for migrants and refugees?
Yes, I do, and thank you so much for asking that question. I think refugees have already been through so much trauma and PTSD, and then to have the pandemic on top of that has been so hard. So in this World Refugee Week, I would encourage anyone to get involved with refugee organisations, the UNHCR, and help refugees.
How difficult has it been throughout the pandemic? Because, I mean, so many sectors, so many people have suffered. But choirs, you just haven't been able to do anything, have you? Has it been difficult?
I mean, whoever thought singing would be a dangerous sport? We've made it work is the answer, and these guys are so inspiring, so we found solutions. We've done a lot of hybrid rehearsals, so some online and some in person. We even recorded our first EP in lockdown, which we are so excited about. It's called Symphony of Voices, composed by the amazing Tom Donald, and it's out now on Bandcamp and on our website, citizensoftheworldchoir.org.
Brilliant. Well, let's speak to a member of the choir. So this is Charles Dilwayo, who escaped political persecution in Zimbabwe under the Mugabe regime. My mother was Zimbabwean, so I've got some roots, we've got some connections, Charles.
Yes.
Tell us about leaving Zimbabwe and coming to this country.
I came to this country in 2000, and I relocated to Southend-on-Sea, where I am at the moment.
Yeah,
Yes.
You say Southend-on-Sea. I was brought up in Essex. I went to Southend-on-Sea a lot, so it feels like we've got so many parallels. Did you feel it was welcoming, this country, when you first came here in 2000?
Most of the people from Zimbabwe are in Southend-on-Sea, where there is an organization of Zimbabwe Network, and we do another organization which is CAST. And we do have a lot of churches where I'm part involved, the Apostolic Faith, which I'm one of the members. And I'm in the choir as well in the Apostolic Faith.
Speaking of the choir, Charles, how do you feel this choir has helped you?
Citizen of the World Choir has really helped me very much. I've met friends from Iran, Afghanistan, Kenya, which are all refugees. We do have the same common. It's quite interesting, you know. I'm now having brothers like James. He's from somewhere, Becky, and you know, it's so interesting. We are like a family in this choir.
And Charles, I can see from the smile on your face. Becky, you're putting a smile on the face of Charles, but you're sort of changing the lives of lots of people. How does that make you feel?
Thank you. Yeah, well, you know, I think it's got an immediate impact for everybody in our choir, and we have about 50 members in our full choir representing 28 different countries from around the world. And then we also love to spread our message of peace and inclusivity with the wider world. And thank you so much for having us on. We would like to champion the amazing contributions refugees and migrants make to our society.
Well, Charles and Becky, really good to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed.
Well, that's it. Thank you for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We'll leave you with the Citizens of the World Choir performing a Zulu hymn called Siyahamba. Goodbye.
Excellent.
Siyahamba kukayeni kwenkos, Siyahamba kukayeni kwenkos, Siyahamba. Siyahamba kukayeni kwenkos, Siyahamba, Siyahamba, Siyahamba kukayeni kwenkos, Siyahamba, Siyahamba, Siyahamba kukayeni kwenkos. God only knows what I'd be without you. What I'd be without you. God only knows what I'd be without you. God only knows. knows what I